So here we have the brand new touchscreen from the Raspberry Pi Foundation. Let's open it up and see what it looks like. Here's the screen. It's a pretty nice glossy surface. Then we have the ribbon cables in the back, owner's manual, which you really don't need, adapter board, that'll handle your inputs and outputs. Then we have these ribbon cables, you only need 2 of them, and a hardware packet. Alright, so here's the touchscreen. Let's flip it over and get a good look at these ribbon cables. So then we have the adapter mounting ports, or holes rather. Then the smaller ribbon cable goes into the smaller ribbon cable holder, then the larger cable goes into the larger one. Let's go ahead and hook up the larger one here. So what we're going to do is pull out the black part first, insert the ribbon cable. That'll go shiny side down, and then we'll seat the ribbon cable together. Next we'll do the smaller one, so pull out the brown part, stick in the ribbon cable, and then gently seat the holder. Next we're going to dump out our hardware packet here. We're going to grab the 4 standoffs and screw them into each holder. Alright, now we have the DSi ribbon cable, so that's going to go into the jack on the side, and we're going to do the same thing, pull out the black part and then seat it home. Alright, now we have our Raspberry Pi. We're going to mount that DSi connector towards the end there. Bend the ribbon cable over backwards and put that one in as well. Now all we have left to do is put in the 4 mounting screws to keep everything firmly in place. Alright, now that we have our screws secured, we just need to run power to the Raspberry Pi. You can do this a couple ways. So the first way is you can use the USB out on the adapter board to go to the USB micro on the Raspberry Pi, and then you can insert the power right into the adapter board, so that way it both shares the USB power supply. Alternatively, you can use the GPIO pins on the back, which go to the end pins on the adapter display. Now this is very important to get right, so if in doubt, follow the instructions online. But you need the first pin and the last pin on the adapter board. You can take the positive and plug it into pin 1 on the Raspberry Pi here, and we'll take the negative and plug it into pin 3. And we'll just tuck those wires off to the side a little bit. Next we're going to take our Raspbian image, and we've already loaded ours and updated it using apt-get update upgrade. Next we're going to plug it into a cell phone power supply here, and we've also connected a USB keyboard to make typing easier. Let the whole thing boot up. And we'll log in using Pi with password of Raspberry. Next we'll type in startx, all one word, to get it to boot into the desktop environment. And this can be later configured using raspi config, so that you don't have to type into the terminal every time. So you can see the touchscreen is pretty responsive. You can click around on here and drag things. And we'll go into the menu, poke around a little bit, we'll go to accessories and open up the calculator. As you can see, typing really isn't much of an issue. It works pretty well. Make things bigger, make it smaller. Navigation works pretty seamlessly. And there you have it, kind of an all-in-one input display solution for the Raspberry Pi.